I open my laptop to fix a bug at 11 p.m. Instead, I watch my fiancée having sex with her boss, live, in high definition, at her bachelorette party. Let me back up. My name is Ryan Thompson, 28 years old, software engineer at a decent tech startup in Austin, the kind of guy who fixes code at midnight because he loves the work, the kind of guy who proposed to his college sweetheart under the stars and cried happy tears when she said yes. 7 days from now, I'm supposed to marry Melissa Brown. Supposed to. Tonight's Friday. Her bachelorette party is happening at some boutique hotel in Dallas. I'm at home, hoodie on, coffee cold beside me, debugging a payment processing error that's been haunting our system for 3 days. The code's a mess, nested loops inside conditional statements that make no sense. I'm 3 hours deep when I remember Melissa's laptop. She left it on the kitchen counter this morning, said she'd be using her phone all weekend anyway. I need to access our shared cloud drive to pull up some old documentation. Click. Desktop loads. Browser auto opens to her last session. And there it is. A live stream. Not Netflix, not YouTube. A private video call. The thumbnail shows a hotel room, pink balloons, her bridesmaids in the background holding champagne glasses, laughing. And Melissa, my Melissa, sitting on the edge of a king-sized bed. The camera angle is bad, too high, like someone propped a phone against a lamp. I can see the hotel logo on the complimentary notepad. The Ritz-Carlton Dallas, room 842. I should close it. I should, but my hand freezes on the trackpad. The timestamp reads 10:51 p.m. Live. Right now. One of her bridesmaids shouts something off camera. "Melissa, get over here. We're doing shots." But Melissa doesn't move. She's looking at someone out of frame, someone the camera can't see yet. Then he walks into view. Tall, salt and pepper hair. Tailored navy suit even though it's almost 11 p.m. I know that suit, I know that face. Thomas Wilson, her CEO, the man who's supposed to give a toast at our wedding. The man who sent us a $500 wedding gift 2 weeks ago with a card that read, "To the happy couple, may your love inspire us all." He sits beside her on the bed. His hand goes to her knee. She doesn't pull away. My chest tightens. My coffee cup is sweating condensation onto my palm, but I don't feel it. I'm watching my fiancé lean into another man. I'm watching her bridesmaids giggle in the background, champagne drunk, oblivious. Or maybe not oblivious. Maybe they know. Maybe everyone knows except me. Thomas's mouth is at her ear now. He's whispering something. She's smiling. That smile, the one she used to give me when we were 19 and stupid in love and thought we'd conquer the world together. He kisses her neck. She tilts her head back. The camera angle shifts slightly. Someone must have bumped the phone, and now I can see his hand sliding up her thigh. I can see her fingers tangling in his hair. I can see the exact moment she stops being the woman I was going to marry and becomes someone I don't recognize. One of her bridesmaids whistles. "Get it, girl!" Another one laughs. "Thomas, you better not make her late to the wedding." They know, they all know. The screen blurs. My eyes are wet. I blink hard. No, not yet. Thomas stands, pulls her up with him. They move toward the bathroom door, half stumbling, half laughing. The camera can't follow them, but I hear the door close. I hear the lock click. Then I hear nothing. But I don't need to hear. I already know. The bridesmaids on screen are dancing now, singing along to some pop song I don't recognize. They're happy, carefree. This is just another Friday night. My hands are shaking. I could scream, I could call her, I could drive to Dallas right now, 200 miles in 3 hours, and kick down that hotel room door. But I don't. Instead, I click. Screen recording software, the kind I use for work demos. Big red button in the corner of my screen. It starts capturing everything. The timestamp, the hotel logo, the room number visible on the notepad, her bridesmaids' faces, the bathroom door that's still closed. I'm not recording this because I'm in denial. I'm recording this because I'm a software engineer. I document everything, bugs, errors, evidence. This isn't about anger anymore. This is war. I let it record for 90 minutes. Thomas comes out of the bathroom first, adjusting his tie, grinning like he just closed $1 million deal. Melissa follows 30 seconds later, hair messy, lipstick smudged. Her bridesmaids cheer. Someone hands her a shot of tequila. She downs it, wipes her mouth, laughs, She looks so happy. At 12:47 a.m., I stop recording, save the file to 3 different locations: laptop, USB drive, cloud backup. Then I close the browser, sit back in my chair, stare at the ceiling. My phone buzzes. A text from Melissa. Miss you, baby, having so much fun with the girls. Can't wait to marry you next week. I read it twice, 3 times. Then I type back, miss you too. Have fun. Love you. I don't love her anymore, but she doesn't need to know that yet. Morning comes. I haven't slept. The coffee maker gurgles to life at 6 a.m. because I set it on a timer yesterday when I still believed in our future. I pour a cup anyway. Black, bitter. I can't taste it. My phone buzzes again. Melissa, calling. I let it ring 3 times before answering. Hey, baby. Her voice is bright, slightly hoarse, probably hungover. Just wanted to hear your voice before we head to brunch. Hey. I keep my voice steady, neutral. How was last night? Oh my God, so fun. We did karaoke, had way too much champagne, stayed up till like 3 a.m. just talking. You know how it is. Yeah, I sip my coffee. I know. The girls are the best. I'm so lucky. She pauses. Ryan, you okay? You sound weird. Just tired. Stayed up late working on that bug. You work too hard, babe. Promise me you'll relax this weekend, okay? Wedding's in a week. I need you rested and handsome. I promise. Love you. Love you too. I hang up, set the phone down gently. My hands are steady now. That's the thing about shock. It numbs you first. The rage comes later. I pull up my laptop again. Open the video file. Fast forward to the part where Thomas walks into frame. Pause. Screenshot his face. Enhance the image until I can see the time on his Rolex. 10:52 p.m. Then I do something I've never done before. Oi Google, private investigator Austin, Texas. The coffee shop smells like burnt espresso and someone's overly sweet vanilla latte. I'm sitting in the corner booth, watching the door. The PI said he'd be here at 10 a.m. It's 9:58. At 10:01, a man walks in. 50s maybe, gray stubble, worn leather jacket, eyes that have seen too much. He scans the room, sees me, nods. Ryan Thompson? That's me. He slides into the booth across from me. No handshake. Just a tired sigh and a manila folder dropped onto the table between us. Jake Miller, you said this was urgent. It is. I pull out my laptop. Turn it around so he can see the screen. Hit play on the video. Watch his face as he watches Melissa and Thomas. After 30 seconds, he holds up a hand. Stop. I get it. Her name's Melissa Brown. She's my fiancé. The man is Thomas Wilson, her CEO. I need everything. Jake leans back, studying me. Most guys would have already thrown a punch by now. I'm not most guys. He almost smiles. No, you're not. He taps the folder. I did some preliminary research this morning after you called. Pulled public records, LinkedIn, social media. You want the bad news or the worst news first? Just tell me. He opens the folder. Inside, printed hotel receipts, credit card statements, a timeline written in red pen. This isn't the first time, Jake says quietly. Melissa Brown and Thomas Wilson. 6 months, Ryan. Hotels in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. Always paid with his corporate card. Always the same pattern. Friday nights, weekends when you thought she was at conferences or girls' trips. 6 months. I was picking out wedding invitations 6 months ago. Tasting cakes. Arguing with her mother about the color of the napkins. She was fucking him. How many times? Jake flips through the papers. Based on credit card data, 18 hotel stays. Could be more if they use cash. 18. I close my eyes, breathe, open them again. What else? Company policy. He slides another document across. Wilson Tech Inc. has a strict no fraternization policy between supervisors and subordinates. He's the CEO. She reports directly to him. If HR knew, they'd both be terminated. They don't know yet. No, I tap the table. What about his wife? Jake raises an eyebrow. You thinking about telling her? I'm thinking about options. He nods slowly, slides over one more paper. A Facebook profile screenshot. Sarah Wilson, 39 years old, married to Thomas for 12 years, 2 kids. Smiling family photos at Disneyland, ski trips in Aspen. She looks happy. She doesn't know her husband's been destroying 2 relationships for 6 months. I can get you more, Jake says. Surveillance footage if you want it, witness statements from hotel staff, phone records if you're willing to pay for the deep dig. Get everything. This won't be cheap. I don't care. He studies me for a long moment, then he extends his hand. Most guys punch walls when they find out. You're the scary kind, the kind that waits. I shake his hand. His grip is firm. Final. How long do I have? I ask. How long do you need? 7 days. The wedding's next Saturday. Jake's expression doesn't change. You're still going through with it? No. I stand up, close my laptop. But she doesn't know that yet. The next 5 days are a performance. Monday. I meet Melissa for dinner at our favorite Italian place. She talks about centerpieces and seating charts. I nod, smile, hold her hand across the table. When she leans in to kiss me, I kiss her back. My lips taste like betrayal, but I don't pull away. Tuesday, Jake emails me the first batch of evidence. Surveillance footage from the Ritz-Carlton Dallas showing Thomas and Melissa checking in together 3 times in April. I save it to the encrypted folder on my desktop. Label it Wedding Plans. Wednesday. We have our final cake tasting. Melissa can't decide between the lemon lavender and the classic vanilla buttercream. I vote for vanilla. Whatever makes you happy, babe. She squeezes my arm, says, I'm the perfect fiancé. I almost laugh. Thursday. Jake sends me the complete timeline. 6 months of hotel stays, dinner receipts, a paper trail so comprehensive it could convict them in any court, legal or social. I print it all, organize it by date, highlight the key details in yellow. I also find something else. Company Handbook, page 47. Employees engaged in romantic relationships with direct supervisors must disclose such relationships to human resources within 10 business days or face immediate termination. They never disclosed. Friday, Melissa's at work. I'm at home, laptop open, evidence folder in front of me. I pull up 2 blank email drafts. The first one is addressed to harveywilsontech.com. Subject line, policy violation, urgent. The second one goes to a Gmail account I found on Facebook, sarah.wilson@1986gmail.com. Subject line, the truth about your husband. Both emails have the same attachment, a compressed folder titled evidence.zip. Inside, videos, receipts, timeline, screenshots, everything. I hover my cursor over the send button. Not yet, I need one more thing. Saturday morning, I meet Jake at the coffee shop again. I need you to track one more person, I say. Who? Sarah Wilson. I want to know where she'll be Monday morning at 8 a.m. I need to time this perfectly. Jake nods, makes a note. You're really going nuclear, huh? They've been lying to everyone for 6 months. I close my laptop. I'm just making sure the truth comes out at the exact right moment. And when's that? Monday, 8 a.m., the day I'm supposed to pick up my tuxedo. The day Melissa has her final walkthrough with the wedding planner. The day Thomas has his Monday morning executive meeting. Jake whistles low. You've thought this through. I'm a software engineer. I plan for every edge case. He almost smiles. What happens after you send it? I don't know yet, but I'll find out Monday at 8:01 a.m. Sunday night, Melissa stays over. We watch a movie on the couch. She falls asleep with her head on my shoulder. I stroke her hair, watch her breathe, wonder if she's dreaming about him. At 11 p.m., I gently move her to the bed. She mumbles something, half asleep, reaches for my hand. Love you, Rye? I don't answer. Instead, I go back to the living room, open my laptop one last time, read through the evidence folder, check the email drafts, verify the recipient addresses. Everything's ready. Monday, 7:58 a.m. I'm sitting in my car outside a cafe, laptop balanced on the steering wheel. Melissa texted me 20 minutes ago. Morning, babe. Heading to the venue for final walkthrough. Can you believe we're getting married in 6 days? I replied, can't wait 7:59 a.m. Jake confirmed Sarah Wilson is at her usual yoga class. Ends at 8:15. She checks her phone immediately after. Perfect. Thomas is in his office. Monday executive meeting starts at 8:30. HR will pull him out before it begins. Melissa's at the wedding venue, surrounded by flowers and fairy lights and all the decorations we picked out together when I still thought we had a future. 8:00 a.m., I click send on both emails. The laptop chimes softly. Message sent. I close the computer, set it on the passenger seat. Breathe. Now I wait. 8:03 a.m., my phone buzzes. Text from Melissa. OMG, the venue looks amazing. Florist just arrived with the peonies. Everything's coming together. I type back. Can't wait to see it. 8:04 a.m., Jake texts. Package delivered. Both recipients confirmed opened. I don't reply. Just sit in my car, hands on the steering wheel, watching the cafe across the street. A woman orders a latte. A man reads the newspaper. Normal Monday morning. Somewhere in Austin, HR is reading my email. Somewhere in a yoga studio parking lot, Sarah Wilson is staring at her phone screen, watching her marriage implode in real time. And Melissa, she's arranging flowers. I start the engine, drive toward the tuxedo shop like nothing's wrong, because nothing is wrong. Not for me, anyway. The wedding planner's name is Catherine. She's 60-something, seen 1,000 weddings, probably seen a few canceled at the last minute, too. Right now, she's walking Melissa through the reception timeline while I stand beside my fiancé, hand in hand, nodding at all the right moments. So, the ceremony starts at 4 p.m., Catherine says, clipboard in hand. Cocktail hour at 5, dinner at 6:30, first dance at 7:45. Ryan, you're okay with At Last by Etta James? Perfect, I say. Melissa squeezes my hand. It's our song. It was our song. Past tense. And the toast schedule, Catherine continues. Your father at 7:50, Melissa's maid of honor at 8, and then, she checks her notes. Thomas Wilson at 8:10, Melissa beams. He's my CEO. He's been so supportive of our relationship. I'll bet he has. Wonderful, Catherine says. Now, about the seating chart. Melissa's phone buzzes. She ignores it. It buzzes again. Sorry, she says, pulling it out. Work emergency, maybe. Her face goes white. The phone slips from her hand. I catch it before it hits the floor. Muscle memory. The same way I used to catch her when she'd trip over her own feet, laughing, falling into my arms. On the screen, an email. From hrwilsontech.com, subject, urgent immediate termination. Notice sent 8:03 am. What? Her voice breaks. What is this? Catherine glances between us, uncomfortable. Is everything okay? Melissa grabs the phone from my hand, scrolling frantically. This doesn't make sense. This can't be real. I lean over her shoulder, read the email with her, even though I already know every word. Dear Ms. Brown, following an anonymous report submitted to Human Resources this morning, we have conducted a preliminary investigation into violations of company policy regarding workplace relationships. Evidence provided includes documented proof of an undisclosed romantic relationship between yourself and CEO Thomas Wilson, spanning approximately 6 months. Melissa's hands are shaking. Wabistak. Per Company Handbook, Section 4.7, employees engaged in romantic relationships with direct supervisors must disclose such relationships within 10 business days. Failure to disclose is grounds for immediate termination. Effective immediately, your employment with Wilson Tech Inc. is terminated. No. Melissa's voice is barely a whisper. No, 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 no. Her phone rings. She fumbles, nearly drops it again. Thomas's name flashes on the screen. She answers. Thomas, what's happening? I just got... His voice is loud enough that I can hear it even without speakerphone. Panicked, angry. Don't talk, not on the phone. Did you get the email? Yes, but I don't understand. Someone sent them everything, Melissa. Videos, receipts, timeline, everything. A pause, heavy breathing. I'm fired. They just escorted me out of the building. Melissa sits down hard on a nearby folding chair, the white one with the ribbon tied around it. The one she was supposed to walk past on Saturday while everyone stood and watched her become my wife. Who would do this? She whispers. Thomas doesn't answer. Catherine clears her throat. Maybe I should give you two some privacy. No, I say quickly, too quickly. Stay, please. Melissa needs support right now. Melissa looks up at me, eyes red, mascara starting to run. Ryan, I need to go. I need to figure this out. Of course. I crouch down beside her chair, take her hand. It's cold, trembling. Whatever you need, babe, I'm here. She squeezes my hand so hard it hurts. I love you. I love you too. The lie tastes like metal. I drive her home. She's on the phone the entire time, calling Thomas back, calling her friends, calling her mother. Everyone gets the same story. Someone made false accusations. It's not true. It's all a misunderstanding. She believes it, or she's trying to. I park in our driveway, help her out of the car like she's breakable. She leans into me, crying now, full sobs that shake her whole body. I don't understand who would do this, she says against my shoulder. Who would want to hurt me like this? I stroke her hair. I don't know, babe. Thomas and I... She pulls back, looks at me. We're just friends, Ryan. That's all. Someone twisted everything, made it look like something it wasn't. I believe you. She searches my face, looking for doubt, looking for judgment. I give her nothing. The wedding, she whispers. What if this affects the wedding? It won't. I cup her face in my hands. 6 days from now, you'll be my wife. Nothing changes that. She kisses me, desperate, clinging. Her lips taste like salt and lies. When she finally pulls away, she says, I need to call a lawyer, figure out how to fight this. Good idea. I'll make you some tea. I leave her in the living room, walk to the kitchen, put the kettle on, pull out my phone, text to Jake. Both targets hit. Melissa's home, panicking. Thomas fired and escorted out. Phase 1, complete. His reply comes 30 seconds later. Phase 2? I glance back toward the living room. Melissa's voice carries. She's on the phone with her mother, trying to explain the unexplainable. I type, watch Sarah Wilson. I need to know when she files. Copy that. I pocket my phone. The kettle whistles. Tuesday morning, Melissa wakes up beside me at 6 a.m. and immediately grabs her phone, checking for emails, updates, anything, nothing. Maybe, she turns to me, hopeful. Maybe it's all a mistake. Maybe they'll realize. Her phone buzzes. Not an email this time. A text from Thomas. Sarah knows. Melissa sits up fast. Oh God. What? I'm already pulling on a t-shirt, playing concerned boyfriend. What's wrong? Thomas's wife. Melissa's face is pale. Someone told her. Told her what? She doesn't answer, just stares at her phone as more texts come through. She's filing for divorce. She took the kids to her mother's. She changed the locks. Melissa, what do I do? I watch her read each message. Watch her realize that the lie she's been living for 6 months is collapsing faster than she can rebuild it. Why would someone do this? Her voice cracks. Why would someone destroy so many lives? I sit beside her on the bed, pull her close. Maybe someone thought they were doing the right thing. This isn't right. This is cruel. Yeah. I kiss the top of her head. It is. She doesn't hear the edge in my voice. She's too busy texting Thomas back, trying to be supportive, trying to salvage something from the wreckage. I check my own phone. Message from Jake. Sarah Wilson filed for divorce 9 a.m. yesterday. Also sent evidence folder to Thomas's mother, his sister, and 3 of his business partners. She's not playing around. I almost smile. Wednesday. Melissa hasn't left the apartment in 2 days. She's called in sick to, well, nowhere. She doesn't have a job anymore. We're supposed to do our final cake tasting tonight. The bakery called to confirm this morning. Melissa started crying when I told her. I can't, she says. I can't go out there and pretend everything's fine. Then we'll cancel. No, she wipes her eyes. No, the wedding's in 4 days, Ryan. We have to keep going. So we go. The bakery smells like sugar and vanilla. The owner, a cheerful woman named Patricia, brings out 3 cake samples. Lemon lavender, chocolate ganache, classic vanilla buttercream. Melissa takes 1 bite of the vanilla and bursts into tears. Patricia looks alarmed. Is it bad? It's perfect, Melissa sobs. Everything's perfect except my entire life is falling apart. I put my arm around her. She's just stressed about the wedding. Patricia nods knowingly. Wedding jitters, totally normal. If only she knew. We choose the vanilla. I pay the deposit. Melissa holds my hand the entire drive home, silent, staring out the window. Do you think I'm a bad person? She asks suddenly. I keep my eyes on the road. Why would you ask that? Someone hated me enough to do this, to ruin my career, to destroy Thomas's marriage. She turns to me. Do you think I deserve this? Yes. No, I say. I think someone made a mistake. She wants to believe me. I can see it in her eyes. She wants to believe that this is all some cosmic misunderstanding, that she's the victim here. I love you, she says. I know. We drive the rest of the way in silence. Thursday afternoon, Jake sends me the full damage report. Thomas Wilson, fired from Wilson Tech Inc., wife filing for divorce, demanding full custody, asking for the house and 60% of assets. 3 business partners have already distanced themselves publicly. LinkedIn profile flooded with comments from people who saw the screenshots leaked by Sarah. Melissa Brown, terminated from Wilson Tech Inc. Resume submitted to 4 companies. All applications rejected within 24 hours. Someone's talking. Word spreads fast in the tech industry, especially when it involves HR violations and a CEO affair. Both their reputations destroyed permanently. I close my laptop, take a breath. This should feel good. It should feel like justice. Instead, it just feels necessary. Melissa's in the bedroom, on the phone with her maid of honor. I can hear fragments of the conversation. Don't know what to do. Thomas says we should lay low. Wedding's in 2 days. Ryan's been so supportive. Feel so guilty? Guilty, not sorry. Guilty. There's a difference. I walk into the bedroom. She looks up, phone still pressed to her ear. Can I call you back? She says to her friend. Yeah, okay, love you. She hangs up, pats the bed beside her. I sit. Ryan, her voice is small, fragile. Can I ask you something? Anything? Do you think... She takes a breath. Do you think someone's trying to ruin us? Like, specifically target us? What do you mean? The timing. Everything happened right before our wedding. What if someone... She stops, looks at me. What if someone doesn't want us to get married? I meet her eyes. Who would do that? I don't know. But she's thinking. I can see it. The gears turning. Maybe someone at work, someone jealous. Of what? Of me, of Thomas, of... She pauses. Of the fact that I was getting promoted next month. You were? Yeah, Thomas told me 2 weeks ago. Vice President of Marketing. She laughs bitterly. Doesn't matter now. A promotion? Of course. That's what she was getting out of this. Career advancement wrapped in hotel sheets and company policy violations. Melissa, I take her hand. Baby, you need to let this go. Focus on Saturday. Focus on us. She nods. You're right. She squeezes my hand. You've been so amazing through all of this. I don't know what I'd do without you. You'll never have to find out. She kisses me, soft, grateful. I kiss her back, wondering if she can taste the lie. Friday, 1 day before the wedding that isn't going to happen. Melissa's been on her laptop all morning, frantically searching for anything that might explain who sent the evidence to HR. She's gone through her emails, her social media, her text messages, looking for enemies, looking for clues. I think it might have been Jennifer, she says suddenly. Who's Jennifer? This girl who interviewed for my position last year. Didn't get it. She was so bitter. Melissa points at her laptop screen. Look, she posted something cryptic on Twitter 2 days ago. Karma comes for everyone eventually. I lean over to look. It's a generic inspirational quote with a sunset background. Could mean anything. You think she did this? I ask. Who else would have access to Thomas's schedule? To the hotel information? Not Jennifer. Jennifer doesn't exist in this story. I'm the one with access to everything. I'm the one who watched you in real time. I'm the one who hired the PI. I'm the one who sent the emails. But you're not ready to know that yet. Maybe you should report her, I suggest. To who? I don't even work there anymore. She closes her laptop hard. This is so unfair, Ryan. This is so fucking unfair. I know. We should postpone the wedding. My heart skips. What? Just for a few weeks. Until this blows over. Until... No. She looks at me, surprised. No, I repeat softer. Melissa, we've planned this for 18 months. The venue's booked. The guests are flying in. Your dress is hanging in the closet. We're not postponing. But what if people ask questions? What if... Let them ask. I cup her face. Tomorrow, you're going to walk down that aisle, and I'm going to be standing there waiting for you. And nothing Nothing is going to stop that. She searches my eyes, looking for certainty, looking for love. I give her exactly what she wants to see. Okay, she whispers. Okay. She hugs me, holds on tight. I can feel her heartbeat against my chest. Fast, panicked. Mine is steady, because I know what she doesn't. Tomorrow isn't going to be our wedding day. Tomorrow is going to be the day I tell her the truth. Friday night, 11 p.m. Melissa's asleep beside me. I wait until her breathing deepens, then carefully slide out of bed. Grab my phone, walk to the bathroom, close the door. Text to Jake. Final question. When Thomas got fired, did he have any idea who sent the evidence? Reply comes 30 seconds later. No. HR told him it was anonymous. He's been going crazy trying to figure it out. Why? I type. Because tomorrow, I'm going to tell Melissa it was me. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. You sure about this? Am I? I think about the last 6 months, the lies, the hotel rooms, the 18 times she chose him over me while I was picking out napkin colors and tasting cake. I think about the way she kissed me tonight, the way she said, "I love you," while texting Thomas behind my back, the way she's still trying to figure out who exposed her instead of asking herself why she deserved to be exposed. Yeah, I'm sure. Positive, I type back. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., I've arranged to meet her at the coffee shop where we got engaged. Full circle. Jesus, man, you're cold. No, I'm done. I delete the conversation, walk back to the bedroom, slip back into bed beside the woman who was supposed to be my wife. She murmurs something in her sleep, reaches for me. I don't reach back. Saturday morning, the day that should have been our wedding day. I wake up at 6 a.m., Melissa's still asleep. I leave a note on my pillow. Went to grab coffee. Meet me at our spot at 10. Need to talk before everything gets crazy. Love you. AR. At 7 a.m., I'm sitting in the same coffee shop where I met Jake a week ago. Same corner booth, different ending. I pull out my laptop. Open the evidence folder one last time. Look at the screenshots, the timeline, the receipts. 6 months of betrayal documented in 2.3 gigabytes of data. I close the laptop. Order another coffee. Wait. 9:47 a.m. Text from Melissa. On my way, can't believe we're getting married today. 9:58 a.m. She walks through the door, sees me, waves. She's wearing the white sundress I bought her for her birthday. Hair down, smiling, she has no idea. She slides into the booth across from me. Hey babe, you okay? Your note sounded serious. I'm okay. I push my laptop across the table. I need to show you something. She laughs nervously. Right now, we have to be at the venue by noon. Melissa, I open the laptop, turn it so she can see the screen. I need you to watch this. On the screen, the video from last Friday, her bachelorette party, Thomas walking into frame, her smile, his hand on her thigh, her face goes white. Ryan, just watch. She watches, I watch her watch. Watch the exact moment she realizes I've known for 7 days. Watch the moment she understands that everything, the supportive boyfriend, the reassurances, the perfect fiancé act, was a performance. The video ends. Silence. How long have you... Her voice is barely a whisper. Since the night it happened, I was home, working on my laptop. Yours auto-opened to the live stream. I lean forward. I watched you, Melissa, live, in real time, while you were destroying us. Ryan, I can explain... No. I slide a folder across the table, the one Jake gave me. You can't explain 6 months. You can't explain 18 hotel rooms. You can't explain the career advancement you were getting in exchange for fucking your boss. She opens the folder, flips through the receipts, the timeline, the proof. Her hands are shaking. I loved you, I say quietly. I was going to marry you today, and you threw it away for a promotion and a CEO with a wife and kids. Ryan, please. I sent the emails, Melissa, to HR, to Sarah Wilson. I'm the one who destroyed your career. I'm the one who ruined Thomas's marriage. I'm the anonymous source. She stares at me. Me. You did this? Her voice rises. You destroyed my entire life? No. I close the laptop. You destroyed our life. I just made sure everyone knew. She stands up, fast. The chair scrapes against the floor. People turn to look. "You're insane," she hisses. "You're fucking insane. We were supposed to get married today." Were we? I pull the engagement ring from my pocket, set it on the table between us. Because I don't marry liars. She looks at the ring, back at me. Her eyes are red, wet. "I loved you," she whispers. "You loved the idea of me. The software engineer with a good job and a 401k who was stupid enough to believe you when you said you were working late." I stand up. "But you love Thomas more, so go be with him." "Oh, wait, you can't. He's unemployed and getting divorced and blacklisted from every tech company in Texas." "You ruined him too?" "I gave his wife the evidence she needed to leave a cheater. I'd say that's a public service." Melissa's crying now. Full sobs. The same way she cried in my arms 3 days ago when I was pretending to comfort her. "What am I supposed to do now?" she asks. "I don't know. That's not my problem anymore." I pick up my laptop, walk toward the door. "Ryan!" I stop, don't turn around. The wedding, the guests, I already canceled it. Sent an email to everyone at 6 a.m. this morning. Told them the truth, that you'd been having an affair with your married CEO for 6 months, and I found out a week before the wedding. I attached the evidence folder, gave them the option to come to my fuck this life party instead at a different bar downtown. 23 people RSVP'd, yes, including your maid of honor. Silence. Then, "I hate you." "Yeah." I finally turn to look at her. "But you'll hate yourself more." I walk out. Behind me, I hear her collapse back into the booth, crying, alone. The door closes. I breathe. For the first time in 7 days, I breathe. I'm sitting in my apartment, the one that was supposed to be empty today because I'd be at a wedding venue saying, "I do." Instead, I'm at my desk, laptop open, Reddit homepage staring back at me. The cursor blinks in the title field. I've been thinking about this moment since Monday, since I sent those emails and watched the dominoes start to fall. I could walk away now. Melissa knows, Thomas knows, Sarah knows. Justice has been served in the quiet, methodical way I planned it. But that's not enough. Because here's the thing about betrayal. It thrives in secrecy. It survives because the people doing it count on you staying silent. They count on your embarrassment, your shame, your desire to protect what's left of your dignity. I'm done protecting anything. I click into our true off my chest. 4 million members. People share their darkest moments here. Confessions, betrayals, stories they can't tell anyone else. My story fits right in. I start typing. Title. I watched my fiancé cheat at her bachelorette party through a laptop stream, so I destroyed both their careers and it went exactly as planned. Body. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. 8 days ago, I was supposed to marry the love of my life. Today was supposed to be our wedding day. Instead, I'm sitting here single, watching my ex-fiancé's world burn in real time, and I don't feel guilty about it. Here's what happened. 1 week before our wedding, I opened my laptop at 11 p.m. to fix a work bug. Her laptop auto-synced to mine through our shared iCloud. A live stream popped up, her bachelorette party in Dallas. I watched her have sex with her CEO, live. While her bridesmaids cheered in the background, the man who was supposed to give a toast at our wedding. The man who's been married for 12 years with 2 kids. I didn't call her. I didn't scream. I clicked record. Then I hired a private investigator. Turns out this wasn't a one-time mistake. 6 months, 18 hotel stays, all paid for on his corporate card. All while I was planning our wedding, tasting cakes, picking out flowers. She was getting a promotion, VP of Marketing. He was giving her a career in exchange for violating company policy and destroying his family. So I collected everything, videos, receipts, timeline, witness statements, and I waited. I played the perfect fiancé for 7 days, held her hand at the cake tasting, comforted her when she cried about wedding stress, kissed her goodnight while knowing exactly what she'd done. On Monday morning, 5 days before the wedding, I sent 2 anonymous emails, one to HR at their company with all the evidence. Subject line, policy violation, urgent. One to his wife with everything. Subject line, The truth about your husband. They both got fired that day. Company policy. No romantic relationships between supervisors and subordinates without disclosure. They never disclosed. His wife filed for divorce within 24 hours, took the kids, changed the locks, demanded the house and 60% of assets. She sent the evidence folder to his mother, his sister, and his business partners. My fiancé spent the week panicking, trying to figure out who exposed her, while I comforted her and told her everything would be okay. This morning, what was supposed to be our wedding day, I met her at the coffee shop where I proposed 2 years ago. Showed her the video, showed her the evidence folder, told her I'd known for a week, that I was the one who sent the emails, that I was the anonymous source. I gave her back the engagement ring. Then I told her I'd already canceled the wedding and sent the evidence folder to every guest who RSVP'd. 23 of them are meeting me at a bar tonight for a fuck this life party instead, including her maid of honor. She asked what she's supposed to do now. I said, that's not my problem anymore. I don't feel bad. I feel free. I spent $35,000 on a wedding that's never happening. But watching two cheaters lose everything they lied to get, priceless. TLDR. Found out my fiancé was having a 6-month affair with her married CEO. Recorded everything, got them both fired and destroyed his marriage. Revealed it all on what was supposed to be our wedding day. No regrets. I read it twice, 3 times. Then I attached 3 screenshots to the post. Faces blurred, names redacted, but the hotel receipts are clear. The timeline is clear. The video thumbnail, just blurred enough to be SFW but explicit enough to prove I'm not lying, is clear. I hit post, the page refreshes. My story sits at the top of R true off my chest, new, with 0 upvotes and 0 comments. I close the laptop, make myself a sandwich, eat it standing at the kitchen counter because sitting at the table feels wrong. That's where Melissa and I used to have breakfast together, where she'd tell me about her day, where she'd lie. 20 minutes later, I check Reddit again. 438 upvotes, 67 comments. An hour later, 3,200 upvotes, 284 comments. 2 hours later, 12,000 upvotes, 891 comments. Someone gilded it. By sunset, my post has 50,000 upvotes and is the top post on the subreddit. By midnight, it's crossed 150,000 upvotes and hit R all. I stay up reading comments. This is the most justified revenge I've ever read. You're a legend. The patience, the planning, the execution, chef's kiss. I hope Melissa sees this and realizes she destroyed the best thing that ever happened to her. Thomas's wife is a queen for leaving him immediately. Good for her. 23 people chose your party over the wedding, even her maid of honor. Damn, everyone knew she was trash. This man played chess while they played checkers. Someone creates a Twitter thread summarizing the story. It gets 45,000 retweets. Someone else makes a TikTok reading my post aloud with dramatic music. 890,000 views in 6 hours. A YouTube commentary channel picks it up. The most calculated revenge in Reddit history. 1.2 million views. By Sunday morning, the day after what should have been my wedding, my story has 2.3 million upvotes on Reddit. It's trending on Twitter. It's been covered by 3 online news outlets with headlines like, Groom cancels wedding after discovering 6-month affair, Internet calls him a hero. My phone buzzes, text from Jake. You see the news? I send back a screenshot of the Reddit post. His reply, holy shit, you actually did it. Did what? Turned your worst day into everyone else's entertainment, and came out looking like the good guy. He's right. I'm not the villain in this story. Melissa is, Thomas is. I'm the guy who refused to stay silent, who refused to let them get away with it, who turned betrayal into a case study in what happens when you underestimate the quiet ones. Monday morning, 1 week after the emails, 3 days after the Reddit post, I'm getting coffee at a cafe downtown when a woman approaches me, mid-30s, business casual, kind eyes. Excuse me, she says. Are you Ryan? I freeze. Do I know you? No, but I think I know you. She hesitates. The Reddit post, about the wedding. I recognized you from, well, I'm friends with someone who was invited to your wedding. She forwarded the cancellation email. Oh, I'm sorry, she continues quickly. I don't mean to intrude. I just wanted to say, What you did took courage. My ex-husband cheated on me for 2 years. I stayed quiet because I was embarrassed. You didn't. And reading your story helped me realize I wasn't alone. She hands me her business card. If you ever need a job reference or just someone to talk to, reach out. People like you, people who choose truth over comfort, are rare. She walks away before I can respond. I look at the card. Sarah Mitchell, Senior Director of Engineering at a tech company I've heard of. Good reputation, great pay. I pocket the card. By Wednesday, I've received 4 job offers, all from companies who saw the Reddit post, found my LinkedIn through some impressive internet detective work, and decided I'm exactly the kind of person they want on their team. We respect integrity, one recruiter tells me, and you showed more integrity in 1 week than most people show in a lifetime. I accept an offer from a startup in Denver, software architect position, 40% pay increase, relocation package included, fresh start. I'm moving in 3 weeks. 2 months after the wedding that never happened, I'm walking through a park in Denver. New city, new apartment, new life. My phone buzzes, unknown number. Against my better judgment, I answer. Hello? Silence. Then, Ryan? Melissa? I should hang up. I should block the number, but curiosity wins. What do you want? Her voice is small, broken. I just wanted you to know I'm sorry. Okay? Okay? She sounds surprised, like she expected me to yell. That's it? What do you want me to say, Melissa? That I forgive you? I don't. That I understand? I don't. You made your choices. I lost everything. Her voice cracks. My job, my reputation. Thomas won't talk to me. His wife took everything in the divorce, and he blames me for the evidence going public. I can't get hired anywhere. My name is poison in this industry. My own mother won't talk to me. That's not my problem. You destroyed my entire life, Ryan. No, you destroyed our life. I just made sure everyone knew what you did. Silence. The Reddit post, she says finally. 2 million people saw that. 2 million people think I'm a monster. Are you? I made a mistake. 18 times, over 6 months, while planning our wedding. That's not a mistake, Melissa. That's a choice. More silence. I loved you, she whispers. Maybe. But you loved your career more. You loved the promotion. You loved the power that came from sleeping with the CEO. You loved yourself most of all. And you? Her voice turns bitter. You loved revenge. No, I love justice. There's a difference. Is there? Yeah. Justice is giving people the consequences they earned. Revenge would have been posting the unblurred video. Revenge would have been doxing you. Revenge would have been making sure you could never work anywhere again. I pause. I didn't do any of that. I gave HR the evidence they needed to enforce their own policies. I gave Sarah the information she deserved to have about her husband. I gave our wedding guests the truth about why they weren't getting married. Everything else, the viral post, the job offers, the public support, that wasn't me. That was the internet deciding who the villain was. I'm not a villain. Tell that to the 2 million people who read the story. She's crying now. I can hear it. Part of me, the part that loved her for 6 years, wants to comfort her, wants to tell her it'll be okay. But it won't be okay. Not for her. Goodbye, Melissa. Ryan, wait. I hang up, block the number, delete the call log. Then I sit on a park bench and breathe. The mountains are visible from here, snow-capped, beautiful, nothing like Austin. I pull out my phone, open Reddit. My post is still there, archived now, locked from new comments. But people still message me sometimes, thanking me, telling me their own stories, asking for advice. I answer when I can, not because I'm some guru of revenge, but because I know what it's like to feel powerless. And I want people to know, you don't have to stay powerless. You can choose truth over comfort. You can choose yourself over the lies people tell you. You can choose to walk away from people who don't value you, even when it hurts, even when it costs you everything you thought you wanted. I'm not a hero. I'm just a guy who refused to be a victim, and that's enough. 6 months after the wedding that never was, I'm in my new apartment in Denver, unpacked, settled. The place is smaller than what Melissa and I had together, but it's mine. No shared lease, no compromises on furniture, no memories of her. I'm sitting at my desk, same laptop, different life. The Reddit account I used for the post still exists. I never deleted it. Sometimes I check the DMs, people still reach out, some asking for advice, some just wanting to say thank you. One message stands out. Hey, I'm going through something similar. Found out my boyfriend's been cheating. I feel so stupid, so broken. But reading your story helped. You showed me I don't have to accept this. Thank you. I reply, you're not stupid, you're not broken. You're just someone who loves someone who didn't deserve it. That's not your fault. Walk away. Choose yourself. You'll be okay, I promise. I hit send. Then I close Reddit for the last time. I don't need it anymore. The laptop sits in front of me, the same one that showed me the live stream, the same one I used to record the evidence, the same one I used to post the story that changed everything. I should probably get a new one. Fresh start and all that. But this laptop is a reminder, not of pain, not of betrayal, of resilience, of the fact that I survived the worst thing I thought could happen to me, and came out stronger. I open a new browser tab, not Reddit, not social media, just a blank Google search bar. Coffee shops near me, Denver, because it's Saturday morning, the sun's out, the mountains are beautiful, and I have a whole life ahead of me that has nothing to do with Melissa Brown or Thomas Wilson or the wedding that never happened. I grab my keys, my wallet, my phone, the engagement ring, sold it 2 weeks after the confrontation, got $8,200, used half for the Denver security deposit, donated the other half to a domestic violence charity. Best $8,200 I ever spent. I walk out the door, lock it behind me, take the stairs 2 at a time. At the bottom, I pause, pull out my phone one more time, not to check Reddit, not to see if Melissa tried to contact me again, just to write something down, a note to myself. The kind of thing I'll read a year from now, 5 years from now, when I need the reminder. You loved someone who didn't deserve it. You planned a future with someone who was lying the whole time. And when you found out, you didn't scream. You didn't break. You didn't let them get away with it. You chose the truth, even when it hurt, even when it cost you everything you thought you wanted. And now you're free. Remember that. Remember that pain doesn't last forever, but integrity does. Remember that quiet revenge isn't about anger. It's about refusing to let people rewrite your story. They tried to make you the fool. You made yourself the hero. Not because you were perfect, but because you refused to stay silent. I save the note, pocket my phone. Then I walk into the Denver morning, cold air, blue sky, mountains in the distance, and I smile. Because 6 months ago, I thought my life was ending. Turns out, it was just beginning. Epilogue, 1 year later. I'm at a coffee shop in Denver, not the same one from this morning. A new place, good espresso, better crowd. I'm meeting someone, a woman I matched with on a dating app 3 weeks ago. Software engineer like me, loves hiking, has a dog named Biscuit. No red flags so far, but I'm cautious now. Once burned, twice careful. She walks in, sees me, waves. I wave back. We talk for 2 hours, about work, about Denver, about our favorite trails. She doesn't ask about my ex. I don't volunteer the information. When we're leaving, she says, "This was really nice. Want to do it again?" "Yeah, I'd like that." She smiles. "Great. Next time I'll bring Biscuit. He's a good judge of character." Looking forward to it. I watch her leave. Then I sit back down. Order one more coffee. Pull out my phone. Not to text her, not to check Reddit, just to look at the wallpaper I set 3 months ago. It's a photo of the mountains at sunrise. Taken from my apartment balcony. Nothing special. Just beautiful. No people in it. No memories of the past. Just a reminder that sometimes the best view comes after the hardest climb. I finish my coffee, leave a good tip, walk out into the afternoon. And somewhere, maybe in Austin, maybe somewhere else, Melissa Brown is living with the consequences of her choices. Thomas Wilson is rebuilding a life without his family, his career, his reputation. And me? I'm just a guy who opened his laptop one night and saw the truth, who refused to look away, who chose justice over silence. I'm not defined by what they did to me. I'm defined by what I did next. And what I did next was survive, rebuild, choose myself. That's the real revenge, not the Reddit post, not the 2 million views, not the viral vindication. The real revenge is living well, moving on, building a life they're no longer part of. The real revenge is realizing they don't matter anymore. And they don't. I unlock my car. slide into the driver's seat, start the engine. On the radio, a song I don't recognize. Upbeat, hopeful. I turn it up, and I drive.